Hi, welcome to Make It Funny, where I take your suggestions and today's suggestion, torture. That's a fun one. Thankfully, this wasn't from a human, mostly because nobody leaves suggestions for me. I have to get them all from random word generators, and that's where this one came from. So ChatGPT was in a sour mood this morning, but thankfully I had ideas about it. Mostly as it concerns the way they portray torture and interrogation in movies. For starters, and this has driven me nuts forever, they will bind the person to a chair with ropes and tapes and all kinds of stuff, and then over the mouth, all they do is put one little thin strip of tape. Right? Help. And yet this has been going on for basically every single thing I've ever seen. That's the way they portray putting tape over somebody's mouth, as if that's going to stop anyone from doing what I just did. Every once in a while, a movie is correct and they'll do the wrap around the head. But like once upon a time, they're like, we need to wrap this masking tape around your head, Katharine Hepburn, in my example. She's like, no, I'll fuck up my hair. What if we just take a small little strip, stick it over our mouths, and we'll pretend like that's enough to keep me? So that's the first part where they get torture wrong, is the tape would never stop anybody. Even the thing where they stuff a sock in your mouth and then they put it over your mouth. Even that, just, your tongue is pretty powerful. I think it's the most strongest muscle in the body. I think. The other place, right, they get torture wrong. So they kidnap this guy or girl or they. Hey, I'm all about the equal opportunity torture. Although I wonder, how committed to your pronouns would you be if you were getting tortured? Like the goon, he's got you all strapped up to the chair. He goes over to his boss. He's like, oh man, yeah, this guy, he is going to talk. Excuse you. Excuse you. You called me he. I actually go by they. And I needed to put you in your place so much I was able to get through the impenetrable masking tape you had on my mouth. You know what? Upon further reflection, I think maybe I just did myself more damage with that. Call me what you want. Anyway. So, they kidnap the he, she, they, whatever the hell. And the first mistake they make is they question the person. Or no, they don't question them. They torture the person trying to get some sort of information. Like, you don't tell us we're going to cut off your fingernails. You don't tell us we're going to start pulling teeth. And the person always, if they have any honor at all, they won't give up the information. They would rather die and be tortured than tell you where the bombs are located in Oklahoma. Right? And even that guy, he comes out, he's like, listen, man, don't make me bring Bob, the expert torturer. Oh, okay, fine. And then Bob comes in and he rolls up that little thing of knives, which, can you buy that online, like Amazon? Like, can I get a set of torture knives that roll out nicely? Where you really got to be anxious is if you're in the torture chair and instead of the knives, you see him bring in the big old chest. And he starts popping open the... That's when you need to be nervous. But anyway, where they get it wrong in movies is they torture. The guy doesn't give up. The girl, the they don't give it up. And eventually what they do is they go, all right, fine. This isn't working. But hey, why don't you check out this video where we have your wife and children in the next room, and if you don't tell us what we want to know, we're going to start torturing them. And then he's like, hey, what do you want to know? I don't care. I'll tell you anything. I mean, what are we talking about here? Yeah, the bombs are in Oklahoma. If you go into the Mall of America, they're actually inside the Gap. That's where the buttons are. It's under the cash register. Just don't hurt my family. So this is where they get it wrong. Why not reverse it? Why not start there? Why not start with, listen, you've got information. We need to know it. We got your family in the next room. We're going to kill them if you don't tell us. And then if the guy's like, all right, kill him. I'm not telling you. Then, as a bad guy, you would just let him go or kill him. Because now you know you're never getting the information. Like, what? Just kill him? Yeah, well, listen. I can't give you the information, so I guess you got to kill my family. Oh, wow, you're kind of a son of a bitch, aren't you? You deserve to be tortured, except for I don't really have the energy to do it if I'm not going to get anything out of it. And obviously you don't care because you'll let your family die. So I guess you're free to leave. So that bugs me. So tape over the mouth, stupid. And if you just reversed it, threaten the family and the friends first, you get all the information you want. We don't need to go through the pulling the fingernails off. Plus, it's gross as a viewer. Anyway, I'll tell you what was torture, you watching this video, if you're even still here by now. The only reason anyone is still watching this video is if they have been tortured. No, somebody has now shown this video to your family and you're fucking singing like a canary. Like, don't make my children watch one more second of David Dravenak talk. I'll do anything. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to leave a suggestion, put it in the comments. Yeah.